I think one of the hardest parts of creating KDP worksheet books isn't actually designing the pages. It's constantly trying to come up with new ideas without completely burning yourself out. Because after a few books, you start noticing the same problem over and over again. You sit down to create something new, and your brain just goes blank. You start recycling the same worksheet concepts, the same layouts, the same themes. And this is where things got interesting for me, because this tool I'm about to tell you about isn't just about AI prompts. What it's actually doing is removing the what do I make next problem from the workflow almost completely. And once I saw how people were using this to turn one worksheet into entire product lines, but KDP, Etsy, preschool principles, and activity packs, I could immediately see why this would appeal to creators who want to publish more consistently without constantly feeling creatively drained. This product I want to talk about is called KDP Cut and Paste Generator. And basically, inside, you get access to 5 different gems focused on cut and paste worksheet niches such as farm animals, dinosaurs, birds, insects, and vehicles. And the workflow itself is actually very simple. You open one of the gems, type how many prompts you want, choose your language, and it generates structured worksheet prompts for you almost instantly to create worksheets just like these. You basically use the prompts to then go into somewhere such as ChatGPT to create those visuals or Google Gemini. And the amazing thing about this is that it kind of just removes that staring at a Canva blank page feeling that slows so many of us down. Because instead of trying to manually invent worksheet concepts one by one, you're starting from structured ideas that are already organized around specific activities and themes. And this is definitely where I think that beginners would especially appreciate this workflow. So the prompts that you will get access to using the Gemini Gem tool will basically allow you to create repeatable activity formats. Like you can see here, it's going to create worksheets that have that missing tail for farm animals, or if it's a dinosaur, we have a missing head or a missing tail. If it's a bird, it's going to have the missing beak or maybe even a wing. And then insects, it's got that missing wing as well. And these are really structured and repeatable prompts here. And I think that's what really matters a lot, is because once you have a repeatable worksheet framework, you can then just start building an entire product ecosystem super easily. So let's say you started with farm animals. Now you could expand that into farm animal matching books, farm animal cut and assemble books. So let's go ahead and have a quick run through. So you're going to enter the gem here within Google. I'm going to just say start. And then it'll ask you to select your language. I'm going to select English. And then you choose your topic. Let's go for vehicles. So I think it needs that exact topic there. So I'm just going to just copy and paste that. And then how many prompts do you want to generate? I'm going to go for 20. I'm just going to go for the max. Now, I'm not going to show you the exact prompts because that is what you are purchasing. So I'm going to blur this part of the screen, but I will show you the outcome of these prompts. So now it's going ahead and creating these prompts for us. So it's quickly done that. So now we have 20 prompts. I'm just going to copy this one, and I'm actually going to open up a chat screen and also a Gemini Nano Banana screen as well. So now I'm going to copy that prompt into ChatGPT. I'm going to make sure I click create image, and I'll just leave that as auto. And now it's going to start creating that. And then I'm going to use that same prompt. I'm going to paste it into Gemini, and then I'm going to choose create image. And then we will let those do its thing, and then we can compare them. All right. So the output from Gemini has been quicker than ChatGPT, and that's what I always usually find. But as you can see now, we have a really cool iteration of this vehicle paste the missing parts. We've got, so it's basically paste the missing door. I love it. This is so cool. So yeah, we've got this would, the child would cut that out and then stick that there. Cut this one out. So they just choose a really, really great and engaging, colourful worksheet that you can use. We are still waiting for ChatGPT to do its thing. But as we are waiting, okay, and here we are. Oh, I love this one. I really like the output from Chat. It just feels so much more vibrant than Gemini. It's done a really, really great job with this one. Love it. And the great thing about ChatGPT now is that if you want to edit this worksheet, if there's something that isn't quite right, maybe there's a spelling mistake or whatever, then you can just go ahead and describe your edit. So let's say we want this racing car to be green. So change the color of the racing car to green. Racing car and the racing car door from red to green. So now with all that said, I do want to keep this realistic because this isn't just some magic click one button and make passive income system. You'll still need to do things such as organize your books properly, choose good titles, good descriptions, create great covers, and just put together a really decent and cohesive layout. And actually spend time learning what kind of worksheets people actually respond to. And even with the AI generated prompts, you still want to put your own creative spin on things so that it has the best chances of selling. But at the same time, I do think this solves one of those biggest hidden bottlenecks in worksheet publishing, which is just that mental fatigue from constant ideation. So we're still just waiting for chat to just make those changes, but I found it does a really good job. So whilst we're waiting for that, let me introduce a little bonus that it's quite a big bonus. I think it's a really cool bonus. And I've spent some hours trying to create this in the best way. So basically, when you purchase this cut and paste generator through my link and you purchase one of the upsells as well, you then get access to my custom GPT, cut and paste book builder GPT. There is a video here. I'm just going to play that video. Hi there, and welcome to this very quick walkthrough of the Cut and Paste Book Builder GPT. This GPT helps you to create kids cut and paste matching worksheet prompts, as well as the cut, paste, and assemble worksheet prompts too. These are super popular on Etsy and could also make really great books for Amazon KDP as well. I've also programmed them to make them in black and white and full color, and to give you more variety and more options too. So let's start, shall we? So let's start with this first prompt, I think. Let's just give us some ideas. So here are some preschool friendly worksheet prompt ideas you can build from using the match and assemble structures from your uploaded frameworks. So we've got some cut and paste matching ideas, we've got some cut and assemble ideas, we've got seasonal ideas here, and high performing Etsy themed combos as well. So lots to choose from there. Let's just go with the first one. So create, cut and paste matching prompts for. And as you can see, these matching ideas, it kind of also gives you the things that should be missing from those cut and paste worksheets too. And you'll see how I'm going to go through some examples as well. But this is such a super simple system. Now it's just given us a whole set of prompts that we can then take into another chat, create an image, and then we want to make sure it's portrait. I have actually included that in the prompt there. And then all you would do is then go ahead and say, create, create, cut and assemble prompts for this idea. So whilst that's making those prompts, now we are just waiting for this to create. And this is you can also use this in Nano Banana. And sorry, this is an example of the custom GPT that you will get when you are purchasing that original product as well. So I'm just showing you the output of my custom GPT and just how much it's going to just make your worksheet building process so much easier as well and give you so much more variation and variety. Quite possibly ideogram as well, but I find ChatGPT, it does take a while, but it's really given some great outputs now. So I would definitely say to use Chat if you can, or Nano Banana, Gemini, Google Gemini. In the meantime, let me just come down and just take one of these prompts. And so this is for the cut and assemble. And because we can actually program it to ask Chat to create more than one image at once, I think you can put maybe upwards of 5 different kind of prompts in there, and it will just align all those images up. It will get them into a queue. So here we go. We've got find the missing tails. This is for this is super cute. Let me just open this up. Find the missing tails. Cut out the tails below and paste them onto the matching woodland animals. So we've got a fox here. There's a fox's tail. We've got the squirrel here, squirrel's tail, the deer, and then we've got a raccoon. So them all with their associated tails. The child would then just cut them out. We've got the dotted lines there, and then just attach it onto the correct animal. Really cute. And then moving on to this one, this is the build a bunny. So this is more the one that they cut and then assemble. And as you can see, this is a black and white version, but it can also do a full color version too. I'm going to just pause that because this is such a great addition. It took me a while to train this to do it properly, but it's these cut and assemble do so well on Etsy and Amazon KDP, and so you could just mix and match those different types of cut and paste worksheets and just make a really huge bundle, a really great big workbook. You could just have books that or worksheet bundles that just feature these kinds of cut and paste, cut and assemble worksheets, and then a mixture of both as well. So there's so much scope for you to just create books super, super quickly and easily. But we've got the picture that it's supposed to look like. We've got the head there, cut out the body, add that there. We've got the 2 ears, and then we've got the feet. I've tried to make it as simple as possible. We don't want too many different sections on a page, especially where it's for young children. We want nice, big kind of components that they can cut out and then stick together. So that is a really brief run through. As you can see, there is so much scope. We've got so many cut and paste matching ideas that you could just go through and just create, 10 of each type. Okay, so I'm going to stop that recording. That just gives you a kind of brief overview of my bonus that you get when you are purchasing this cut and paste generator product. And basically, what I like about my bonus is that it kind of extends that workflow beyond the core system instead of just duplicating it. So while the main product, as you can see, helps generate structured cut and paste worksheet prompts, my GPT helps you to expand, into different types and different variations. And this is going to be really useful, like I said, when you start trying to build actual product collections instead of just isolated books. So overall, I think this is definitely going to be best suited for creators, beginner creators who already like the idea of educational printables, preschool activities, KDP workbooks and worksheets, Etsy style kind of digital products as well. Also to sell on Teachers Pay Teachers. And it's more for those of us that are getting slowed down by the constant pressure of coming up with fresh ideas from scratch. I could especially see this being useful for like I said, beginner KDP publishers, Etsy printable creators, homeschool resource sellers, teachers creating activity packs, or even people just building themed preschool brands. Because the workflow itself is actually pretty approachable now. You're not dealing with complicated software or advanced design tools. It's just more about simplifying the ideation and the expansion side of the process. But remember, you'll still need things such as patience, organization, be willing to test and tweak and also have a bit of creativity. But this is going to kind of really just give you that head start you need to get into the printable creation business. So basically, I hope you've enjoyed my short review. You found it helpful. Definitely let me know what kind of KDP or printable products you're currently working on, because I'm always curious to see how different creators approach these workflows. And if you want to check out the product for yourself, have a look at the sales page, then please click the link in the description below. And if you do purchase, you will get immediate access to my bonus. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.